Chapter 3, Hope. The relative silence was perfect. For once, she wasn't finding lack of noise to be burdened. It was actually good. It gave her time to think, to recover, to ponder, to puzzle. It was great for her to come to terms with her situation, but it wasn't too silent. The crackling of the hearth filled the space, as the sound of drink being brewed, and the food being cooked in the kitchen nearby melded together to create beautiful harmony, not too loud, not too soft. The hospitality of Ditsy was amazing. She had taken her in without asking questions, rescuing her from the relentless pursuers. She hadn't asked why she was out in the rain, or why she was getting chased. She just went with it, and took in a pony in need. To be honest, she didn't think that she'd be able to answer even if Ditsy did ask. Ditsy was already her favourite pony. Of everyone else, as she knew, this new Pegasus was the only one that had shown her any affection. The rest are just sunder and their images. She sighed, relaxed in the couch, allowing the warmth to better permeate her freezing bones. The rain outside was still going strong. A torrential downpour had washed away anything and everything. The wind had actually picked up, whistling through the streets, and creating eerie howling noise. The latched windows still banging on walls, but that all felt like another world to the pink pony. She was inside now, away from the harsh wind and bone-chilling rain. She was inside, being hurt by a pony for no other reason than goodness in her heart. Why couldn't others be like that? Why did they have to chase her and persecute her for something that she had no hoof in? She didn't know why they were chasing her, or why they make others disappear. She only knew they had made them grow. That was really lonely for it. Why had the other hers got away? She faintly remembered time it was only her and one other, and then they realized that with only two of them it wasn't as fun. The two birds once discovered together that things were much more fun with more ponies. And why did they all have to go again if things were better? Why couldn't that public come see that she had been having time of her life? So obviously that things were better with more having fun. And why didn't the other hers realize what's happening? That was a big question on her mind. If they're systematically disappearing, why did they try to do something? Or try and escape? Why did they just sit there as if nothing was happening? She may not have been able to actually know what they were thinking exactly, but that didn't stop her from getting the tiniest glimpse into their feelings. The only thing they felt was fun. The whole day was just fun, nothing else. Even when they were just sitting there, vanishing through the action of the purple one, they were still having fun. Sure, it was a competitive fun, but still fun. They thought it was a game. They thought they were having fun. They didn't question it. They didn't argue. They just accepted it. Come to think of it, only her that hadn't been having fun the whole day was the only one that she found crying, sad for some reason. Why was she different from the rest? Why was it that when she shouldn't have been having fun, she was sad? Did she know something? So the others should have known? More to the point, why didn't she know what emotions the other hers were feeling when she met her? Why did she have no idea what sadness was, or loss, or grief, or mourning, or depression? Why? There's so many questions, so many things that she didn't know. So much to be discovered, to figure out, to explain. It was confusing to say the least. Here she was being chased, running for her life, and she didn't even know the reasons for it. She'd asked for this. She asked to be chased, or be hunted, or attacked, or yelled at, or be sad. She just wanted fun. Her face fell forward, her smooth straight mane falling overhead and behind her eyes. Her eyes were closed. She told me not to shed any more tears. She had already given enough. But she couldn't stop thinking about other hers, so naive, so trusting, so unaware, so gone. She could see them in her minds, these happy balls of fun, their lively imagination, bouncing around the walls overhead, laughing, enjoying themselves so carefree nothing in the future, but instead living for the present. They weren't sad, they weren't worried, they weren't stressed, they weren't confused. They did what they knew. They had fun. She wanted that back. She wanted their ignorance. She wanted a simple life. Just her and images, having fun with our kid world. But that dream was just that, a dream. This time in her life was gone, replaced by anguish and despair. Why did they have to go? Why did people you couldn't have a problem if they had hers? What did they best? They didn't know anything else. But what was the use anymore? She sighed heavily and leaned back on the couch. Her eyes closed. She looked peaceful, and any point looked at her might have thought she was sleeping, so quiet and relaxed. But on the inside she was in turmoil. Her mind raced fiercely, trying to figure something out. She raged. She screamed. She puzzled. And why didn't she come to any useful conclusions? She just didn't know enough to figure out one question that she wanted answered. Why? Why did these things happen? Why was she chased? Why did she have all these feelings? Why was she alone? Why did others want her gone? Why was she showing her sympathy when nobody else would? And the answer, nothing. She didn't know. She just had to accept these things were happening, and that she had no control over them whatsoever. Her actions were next to futile. Why couldn't her life have just stayed simple? Why didn't it have to be so very complicated? What was wrong with just letting her go? Forget about the whole mix-up in the first place. She just wanted some point to understand. The silence stretched on indefinitely. The crackling fire burned. The rain fell quietly. The wind howled, and life went on without her. She really had nothing to do but accept that she was being chased. That nothing she could do would change that at all. Her eyes snapped open. She needed something to do, no matter what it was, just to get her mind off what was happening. For a moment she stared at the fire, laying down its entrance her for a while. A deep red flickering over her eyes, she tore away, scanning around her. There had to be something, some activity that she could partake in a board game. Like there was one. Tom and Till, nope, nothing there. Books, plenty. The pink pony sat up with difficulty and moved herself from the heavy couch, promised to return to it later. The books off in the corner. A room beckoned to her. Only she might have found something better to do. There was really nothing. She did not want to risk going outside. No one was ponies looking out for her. Out there looking for her. She reached the bookshelf for an into his spine, and then to jump out at her. Names she knew. Nothing. There was a single familiar name on anything. But why would there be? She could remember plenty of things. She didn't know what those ponies were called. And they were supposed to be her friends. Supposed to. Shaking that thought out of her head, she doubled her efforts to find anything interesting. Absolutely nothing caught her attention. But that'd be something. She had to have some memory of a book, some memory of anything. How would she not know any of the titles? She could even bring up a name of a book that she had read once upon a time. Why couldn't she remember those things? Why didn't she have these memories? Why did names slip out of her head? Why was her life foggy? Her recollections faded. More why piling up on her head? Hundreds of questions that needed to be answered, but couldn't. It frustrated her, made her angry, made her furious, made her sad and insecure. And scared, she slammed her hooves against the bookshelf, her head resting on the side of it. She practically slumped on it, barely holding herself up. Looking back at the books, she tried futile search again. The vision sight clouded by something wet. No! 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 She whispered. No! There's got to be something here! Even to her ears it sounded like weak and sudden. No! She repeated. No! 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 The kid mounted up to her face. She uttered over and over and over again. She turned the book's case inside out. He sparked over and over in hope that something might spark some sort of memory, a deeper sense of mind. Not a single memory emerged. Nothing answered her call. The mantra was repeated over again and again and again and again and again and again. Finally she slumped to the ground. Now about to stand up properly. What did it matter where she sat anyway? she would still have the same thoughts regardless, and those thoughts were not nice or comforting, welcome in the least. Instead, they were cruel, harsh, and threatening, and while she kept trying to bring back memories, and still none came, with an exception. A scene played through her head, like a projection, realistic and lifelike as it was. Another her, and memory her, was hopping along, uncaring, unwanting, just happy to have fun. Then she tripped or something and stumbled. What was it? It was not her, but it was different. It experienced feelings that none of the others had. She was sad. They were happy. But why? Why was this one sad? The memory her was talking to the sad pony. Couldn't see that the pony didn't want to talk. See, the pony was sad, not looking for fun. Why didn't memory her understand what the her was feeling? Why was she thinking differently to the memory her? The way she had thought only a short while ago. What had changed into him? Lots of things, but what had changed in her thoughts? She calmed herself, think, and then she heard it, and it scared her. Fun, 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 nothing else. Fun, 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 nothing matters, fun, fun, fun. Is that what she was having? No. Couldn't you see she was sad? She wants to be left alone. She's fun, fun, she's not fun. I'll talk to her. Maybe she'll have some fun with me. No, just leave her alone. She doesn't want to have fun at the moment. Weird. But she's so sad. She wants to be left alone. Is that fun? No, it's not fun. Why won't you listen to me? Oh well, there must be her idea of fun. Can't you hear me? It's not fun. It's not fun. She's not having fun. Meh. I'll ask her if she wants to have fun. Stop it, please. You're scaring me. Fun, 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 fun. What's fun? Fun. Fun. Is there fun here? Stop asking for fun. Ask for something else. Anything, please. Huh? A forest. That's it for best different. Stuff fun. Now where is fun hiding? Why are you? Fun. Huh? That's what it's... What's weird? What's happening? Climb tree. Search. Take all one. Find one. In Ponyville. Where's everybody else's? Nah. They're having fun. Which way? Blue, pink, follow them. Oh no, not this again. I don't want it. Oh, big building. We've had fun. Wow. That looks like a word game. What? What's this? No, don't. Oh, looks like fun. I want. No, I don't want. Huh? What's that feeling? Feeling weird. Oh, went away, kind of. That's good. That's bad. Wow, feeling getting stronger. Now, this is fun, right? I want fun, not this. This doesn't feel right. We can stop. Please stop. I don't want to feel that again. Please, make it stop. She could hear Mary start quietly playing in her mind. The memory her thought were in complete shambles, breaking apart as steams. Any semblance of structure was quickly disappearing. A mindless chat of fun had derailed, without emotions changing, evolving. In short, she was unrecognizable. The image of the bright, happy pony vanished completely, replaced by a picture of snivelling wreck, collapsed upon the ground. The fireplace crackled in the background, the rain continued regardless. The memory retreated, hazily, a recollection fading away. But the picture of this pony didn't. It stayed there. An ugly stain on the bright canvas of the room. Then poor felt some small press on her leg. It was just the slightest touch, but not to distract her. The source being a small foal. She was a light grey unicorn, a blonde mane just like Dizzy. She was only very, very young from the look of her. She gave a hasty smile and tried to mask the shock. She had got it from seeing her pony, a grown mare, now that's curled up on the floor crying. The pink pony wiped her nose and cracked a smile. Time passed off there and said like nothing. She didn't want a filly give out in the situation. Hi, she said, softly rising from, what's your name? The filly eyes slightly. My name's Dinky. She paused. What are you doing here? Dinky's eyes narrowed. Are you rubber? She jumped into her frame pose. Cause you are. She trailed off suddenly. She just watched the filly, chuckling slightly, all worries gone. The sheer excitement, happiness at this one pony excluded was intoxicating. She like a house of youth energy. She smiled softly. "No," she said. "I'm not a robber." She paused, wondering what to say. "I'm just lost." The filly grinned. "Why you say so? I'll go, Dinky, what are you doing here?" "Dinner's ready." Her voice called for his kitchen. She walked to. A moment later, froze. An unsure look on her face. Dinky, I see you met a new guest." Dinky's nodded to the. "I said did, Mum. I said she cool and stuff. Oh, and she lost too. I was thinking that we got to find her home." The Pegasus smiled. "I'm sure we. Well, in the meantime, however, you got some dinner to eat. And then I'm thinking it'll be time for you to go to bed, Dinky went, "But Mom." "No buts. You go as eating. I'll go talk to Pinky here for a second." Dinky hurried out of the room, grumbling on her breath. She shot one last glance at her before exiting. I looked at that and said, "This isn't over yet." The pink pony smiled and sat down on the couch again. Wiping the last of the tears from her eyes, she sat down on another couch, stared into the fireplace, reflection visible in her monkey eyes. She sighed and smiled at her, her face lighting up. "I see you met my daughter, Dinky." The pink pony looked towards the kitchen. "Yeah," she said. "I did. She's very fun." She tried to hide and rolled her shoulder. She said the word. Dizzy nodded. "That's one way to describe her." She paused for her linguistics. She's been through a lot. That filly. I've been through a lot with her. But she's mine at the end of the day. And I love her. And nothing will change that. Just looked at her. You remind me of Dinky. You look like you've been through a lot. I can't help but feel. You probably need my help in some way. Would I be wrong with saying that? She shook her head. "I don't think so. I'm lost. I'm not sure what to do." Dizzy nodded. "Okay, I can understand that. What I want to know is, why are you being chased? I want to know why a pony like you would be in an alley in the middle of a storm." She didn't know what to say. She didn't have an answer. For a minute she sat there, trying to think of reason. "I'm not sure why they have to be," she said eventually. "I just know why. I just don't know why I went wrong." The Pegasus gave a concerned look. "I don't like to sound like that. Sound like some pony that's jumping to conclusions." She leaned over, rested her forehoof on the pink pony's shoulder. "Just remember, if you need any help, I'll be there, okay?" She looked like she was going to say more, but a shout interrupted her. "Mom," said the voice, "I finished dinner. Can you read me a bedtime story before bed?" The Pegasus turned slightly. "Did you finish your latest?" "Yes," the voice on reply. Then she shook her head and mocked a noise before turning to her face. "I'm sorry, I gotta read a quick bedtime story or she won't fall asleep." She was almost out of the room before she turned on. "Just a second. Just think about what I said, okay?" She then turned to the corridor. "I'm coming, Dinky. Hang on a sec." The pink pony was left in the room alone. She didn't feel alone at all. She just had a kind offer put forward to her by a complete stranger. She knew if things got worse, that she would have a pony to lean on for support. Her eyes teared up again, not for the usual reason. She was happy and relieved. She felt like the end might just be in sight. She owed so much to a motherly Pegasus, and she had no ever repay it. She saved her life already. Now she was doing more. She sent glanced towards the door. She walked out and silently thanked her before curling up. Uncrossed, letting the warmth of the fireplace seep into her and rocked her to sleep. "Thank you, Ditsy," she thought. "Thank you for everything. Maybe I'll have a chance in this after all."